Good afternoon.
Good
Well, nobody's
afternoon.
on yet.
Nobody's on.
They're hopping on. There's no countdown today.
No countdown.
So yeah, it's good afternoon and welcome to Padre's Ponderings on location.
On location, you can tell because I'm not wearing a black shirt today.
Yeah.
Things are chilled down. That's a terrible. Where did I get that? From one of the
Chilled
grandchildren
down.
again.
Yeah, you've been around the young adults.
Whoa! Not grandchildren anymore. The young adults for true, isn't it? Whoa! We first started coming to the beach. We were at Topsail,
That was
and
long.
Riley was like 2 or 3, something like that. And then yesterday was talking to her. She showed me the college ring. She graduated from Clemson this year. Whoa! Time's scooting.
Yep, she'll be
Time's scooting.
22. Uh-huh. So it's kind of a overcast day today. Looks like it's going to be like that for the rest of the week, but that's okay.
Yep.
Hi, Cindy Watts. Nice
Yeah.
to see you. You're probably at the beach further up the coast.
Yeah, we're here at Edisto. That's the Edisto River behind us, heading out into the Atlantic, across the Way Harbor Island, and
I know
Big Harbor Island Bridge is over there.
it's interesting that we're really not that far from home
Yep.
because we can see um,
That's
the
right.
island
Harbor
right
Island
across
Bridge
from
goes
us.
right. Ladies Island's right over there. Hunting Island right up past that. Can't see Fripp, but all of it's close at hand. But it's a long way away. So you can see it close across the water, but an hour and a half to get here. We run a big U,
Yeah,
but it's good to be here. Good to be here.
it is, and you get to. It's interesting because it feels like we were just sitting here last year doing a video, and man, a lot's changed in a year though. A lot's changed. When we
Yeah.
videoed here from here last year, it was right after there was a lot of upheaval and riots in Charleston, and so a lot's changed in a year.
Yeah,
Thankful for that.
we called, talked to Jimmy Gallant.
Our friends in Charleston.
Yeah, right there in the middle of East Charleston, where all that stuff was going on. A lot of pain there.
So, but
Different year.
but another year,
Another year.
crazy,
Praise
crazy.
God.
So you've been reading.
I've been reading. I finished up another book on Elijah. I'm going to do a. I think I mentioned last time I wanted to do a teaching on Elijah, and I've got that in my mind now, and I'm going to do that the last couple of weeks, 3 weeks I think it is in October, and the first week in November, and I'm going to do that to be a like a dinner theater thing. We'll do it on the historic campus. And people will come. We'll have a meal there. People can sign up for that, and we'll have a meal first, and then go into the church, and I'll teach on Elijah for 4 Wednesday nights.
So you're the show. dinner and a show.
Dinner and
or
maybe
dinner
maybe
theater.
that's it.
Dinner and a
Theater.
show.
I'm the theater.
You're the
I'm the
theater. On
I'm the
Elijah.
theater.
That'll be good. So you're finishing up some study on Elijah.
Yep.
Are you reading anything for fun?
I read
I know that's not.
a little light book
painful.
last night about Ephesians.
No
Yeah,
fiction
just
this
some
time.
insights.
No biographies.
No, no, but I'm fixing to get into Exodus, and I want to read about, refresh my mind about the tabernacle, and
You
that
can
it's
use my
that
text.
it's a glory filled, where the scriptures say the Spirit of the Lord filled the church, filled the tabernacle, it's glory filled. And I'll come out of that to go into my sermon for the celebration service, because I think that's what God's calling us to be. We'll start with that quote from John Paul II about freedom, which gives you the not just the liberty to do what you want to do, but it gives you the opportunity what you ought to do. And what should we do as a church? What ought we to do now that we're free from the coronavirus? That stuff, free from those restrictions. What ought we do? What kind of church ought we be? That would bring glory to God. What we need to do to be a glory-filled church? And the idea that I'm coming from is the Old Testament, God was in the tabernacle and is in the temple. The New Testament, Paul teaches that the Lord dwells in us. So the way that new tabernacle. So what needs to be true about us for the church of the cross to be a glory-filled church? We got to be glory-filled people. So what does that mean? How do we do that? And I do think that now only a glory-filled church can make a difference in the lives of people. We're way down the wrong road. And there are a lot of churches, but I don't think there are that many glory-filled churches.
No, we talked about that on the way down, about kind of a sifting going on within the church in America. I mean, maybe worldwide. We just have to perspective with America.
And I
There
think
is a
that's good.
sifting going on.
I
Yeah,
think
there's
that's good.
sifting is not always bad.
Seldom is. The Bible was sifting flour in there for her cooking. She loved it, doesn't she?
Yeah,
This morning
she is
she's
in her
making the-
element at the beach, I tell you that.
fixing for children and grandchildren. Loved it. She was sifting the pancakes. I just wanted she was doing
Just making
something else.
pancakes for the grandchildren before they got up, because they don't get up till about noonish. So,
She loves all that. Praise God. Praise God, and I love that she loves it.
yeah. Christy Wheat is holding down the fort at schools. Now that school is out, hey Christy, she said, blue looks good on you,
What can-
Father.
What can I say? What can I say? I'll have my blue short sleeve shirt on here full on now.
I know, because see, Memorial Day is
Memorial Day.
past now. That was yesterday, so now we move on to the short sleeve
Short sleeve, with colors and stuff like that.
clerical
now.
shirt.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun for that. You know, it's just time to change up. You
So
know,
this week in your calendar is kind of like a little bit of a reset for you too.
it is. Now, normally Memorial Day's already past us.
I know,
It
we've
doesn't
never
hit while we're
been.
here. But Memorial Day came about as late as it can come. Well, it's Easter. First,
Yeah,
it is as late as it can
last
come.
day of May.
More days the last Monday in May, so it came as late as it can come. Normally, we're 2 or 3 weeks into it. But here we are, Memorial Day's passed. So it's a time to kind of shift gears. Sometimes in the past we kind of shifted and felt like we were shifting into a slower gear for the summertime, but I don't feel that way this year at all. We're coming out of the COVID stuff, we're shifting gears. I like that video I made, because we're taking off, we're shifting into a high gear now, picking up speed. Praise God. Picking up speed.
And a lot of you responded to that video and the links below about serving. Thank you so much, and so many new members. I was just really tickled to see when the results came back from that, and I was able to send a lot of new members to our servant team leaders to start plugging in the new people, and we're getting new members every week. It's really exciting to see what's coming
And
and
some of
what's
those new
ahead.
members
And
have come via the internet, the online
Yes.
worship and all that,
started watching online, and
then ended up coming like what happened. So, I think sometimes it can be that way. You see, you watch a worship service online, and you get one perspective of it, but it's just one perspective. You don't get the full taste of it till you come in person. It's just like movie actors and all that kind of stuff. You see them on the screen, you don't really know them. They're a caricature of kind, and then if you ever get to meet one of them, sometimes you can be pleasantly surprised, and sometimes you can be
be like, wow, that person's a lot smaller than I thought.
exactly right.
That's a whole lot different.
Tom Cruise really is not 6'4".
No, he
He
is not.
really
That
is
volleyball scene in Top Gun, there was a lot of camera angles going
Yeah,
in on that.
he's not 6'4". I think he's about 5'8" or something like that. But anyway, the thing is, in person is different than online. And as people come online, that's an entryway, but it's not a stopping point. Not a stopping point. Now, for some people, that's all it can be. But who's the people that you're talking about? Well, it's a group of 10 people.
But Shirley and Andy, who faithfully watch in Connecticut, and now they have kind of a small group that has started, and they watch together the services on Sunday, and have like conversations about the sermon, and it's kind of their small community.
When all this stuff loosens up, I think.
Because their church still is not meeting.
They're still not going?
I don't think they're meeting.
Wow.
Some of the northern states aren't going to start back until after Labor Day. So I heard.
Yeah,
Not possible.
we're going. But that idea that you can, in essence, nurture a congregation from afar, and then if their church doesn't crank back up again, we might end up sending some people up there and being with them.
A road trip to Canada.
Just like we've been road trips to
Ireland and Canada.
Talked to Greg the other day. They're all excited up there, but Canada's still shut down. They're coming back to worship some, but they can't go from one province to another. You can't cross the Canadian border into the United States. And I'm wanting to get up there, but to get there, you fly into Bangor, Maine, and then he picks me up there. It's a 2-hour ride up to St. John, but you can't get across the border. Everything's still shut down. And they're saying he thinks that it could well be that when Canada does open up again, across the border, you're going to have to have a vaccine card and to get into Canada. Everybody's got a helmet on there.
I guess so. Yeah. And every location seems to be different. I'm starting to get a little bit of sprinkle on us. It's okay.
It was actually when Greg would pick me up at the airport in Bangor and take me back up to Canada up there, he would always stop at this large truck stop place and get 3 gallons of milk. So milk is cheaper in the United States than it is in Canada, and you were allowed to take 3 gallons across the border at a time.
Oh, things we never think about.
So he would get his 3 gallons, fill the car with gas, get his 3 gallons of milk to take back home. That was the trick he stewed.
I wonder how they came up to be 3 gallons.
So they'll tell them probably some kind of thing to protect the milk industry up there in Canada.
Yeah.
But we'll get up there one of these days. Get down and go too. I don't think the mom wants to go.
I don't know.
Kind of spooky.
Well, no, that was Israel. I've never been to Ireland, so I don't know if the terrain is as rocky and everything.
Very special.
But it's exciting to look forward.
Y'all still thinking about going to Israel?
Got an email the other day, and they're trying to work out May of 2022. But right now, they're only letting a limit. Of course, that's a year out. But right now, they're letting a limited number of tour groups go over to the Holy Land. You cannot go if you're just an individual American wanting to go over. They won't let individuals in. You have to do it with a tour group. I'm gonna slide up. It's raining, y'all.
Sliding up, adjusting.
Sliding up under the umbrella.
Adjustment on the set. Oh, that umbrella comes in.
Yes,
You in it?
It does. I am in it. I'm good.
You want to get your books wet? What books do you got?
No, well, several people recommended this one to me, so I'm reading a fiction, just a for fun book, The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers. I like to have a just for fun book during the week. And then I've also got textbooks and
Is that like a
I'm
Harlequin
reading.
romance thing?
No. She's a Christian author. She does a lot of historical fiction too. But this one, or biblical based, like Redeeming Love, that's based on Gomer. I think was the story that one was about. But this one's just a contemporary Christian novel for fun. And then I've got some textbooks I'm working on this week.
It's a tone down there on the Pentateuch.
Yes. There's quite the contrast.
Hard sledding there.
Quite the contrast.
And what's the idea of reading the book on the Pentateuch? What are you doing on that?
Old Testament course that I'm taking. It's the first graduate level course I've taken in, as you say, many moons. So it's been interesting to see how God is revealing to me some character traits from the past that I forgot and that I notice in my daughter. So he's showing me, oh wow, you're the same way. How can we work on that?
Whoa!
How can we work on that? Because I recognize it in somebody else, but recognizing it in yourself doesn't always
when
happen.
the preachers walk on your streets.
Yes. So she has been encouraging me, which has been really fun, actually.
And what's the idea of the graduate course? What are you going with all that?
I'm not sure yet.
That's like talking to Drew. He's not sure yet what he's going to do. He goes freshman in college. He's not sure. Start with history. See what's what. You know.
But I do know that what I'm preparing for it. If I wanted to roll it into a degree later, it rolls right in. So I'm not wasting my money and my energy and my effort. But I figure anytime you can gain knowledge and understanding of scripture, that's profitable.
That's in the book, isn't
it? Yes. It's profitable.
It's profitable. That's a big scripture word, profitable.
Yes, it's profitable. So, all good.
So I'll be this weekend. I'll be at the chapel and on school campus. Yeah. And you said you had a big crowd there.
Oh my goodness, it was so exciting. Well, Pastor Jonathan invited, I don't know, 20 something young people from, I think they were mostly from Charleston Southern and College Charleston, friends of Will's, came to service, and so that was nice to see all those young people worshiping together with us. And then we also had quite a few people came back to services for the first time, lots of new faces, so we had to pull out the bleachers to have rooms. We're putting out more chairs this coming weekend, so it's exciting. And lots of people also on vacation visiting, so
we think it'd be
good to see the people back.
That's 10:30 service, so we keep on growing. People get volunteering and all that, and then get the 9 o'clock service going.
I had several people ask about the 9 o'clock service, so hopefully we will be able to put that into play soon. But we have to have a couple of
bunch of volunteers,
clergy people. Actually, we can't have a service until we
working on it.
Because you cannot do two serve. You did the Christmas where you did the sermon, drove across town. We can't do that at the same time frame. So
not if you had.
We'll see about the 9 o'clock. We'll let you know when that happens or when it's coming. We'll give you some notice for that.
We're hoping though sometime around Labor Day. Would be nice.
Hopefully by September.
Because there'll be some people that will be leaving for the summertime. That kind of thing will be going on. How's the registration coming for the celebration?
Okay, you guys, if you are planning on coming to the celebration on June the 20th.
If you don't know what the celebration is, look at the video from last Thursday.
It's on the website. It's on YouTube. Taking Off is what it's titled. Coming together, one church, one campus, one service that weekend. So June the 20th. So if you're planning on attending, we have less than 100 spots left for the worship service and the meal. Still spots available for the children. So go ahead and grab your spots though, so you can sit down and have a meal with us. It's not one of those things where you're just going to be able to show up and participate because it's catered.
That's right. Doesn't cost anything, but you do have to sign up so we can have enough food there.
Because running out of food in the South is
bad manners.
You can't do that.
Manners.
You can't do that. But we need you to sign up so that we can be prepared for you and excited about that. Ron Musselman's been working real hard on the preparations, and the gym is going to look different. You're going to be surprised too.
Yep. And did you meet Darlene Kelly?
Cindy Watts, you'll know who this is. We had invited like graduations at SCAD, big events, big scale events, and Rod contacted a company from Savannah. So I walked into the meeting to help show them the space at the school, and I looked at the lady and I went, oh my gosh, it was somebody that went to Thomas Sumter. Wow.
Darlene Kelly.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
She was older than I was, but I absolutely knew who she was. Darlene Kelly. And it was just really fun to make that connection again when you haven't seen people in a very long time. So that was fun.
And I think they ended up going with her.
Yeah, they're going to be helping us, and she's excited about that.
Yeah, I didn't get to see her, but I look forward to. I'm sure I'll catch her somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
Will she be there that day?
Not that day, but I'll let you know when they're setting up so that you can pop over and she can see Mr. Owens.
The catering for the meal is who is doing that?
Pretty sure it's One Hot Mama's Barbecue. And chicken, and they have a kids menu, so that'll be fun.
Yeah. but you got to sign up. And it's a separate sign up for the children's program. So if you sign up your family, you need to sign up the adults in one slot, the children in another slot.
Right.
And because it's catering is different too. There's a children's menu and an adult menu, so they got two different counts on that.
Right, and some of you think of yourselves as young at heart, because we've had some adults sign up as children. So it's been really kind of cute, though. I'm like, I don't think that's where you want to be, but you can hang out with the pre-K through fourth grade if you want to. But
oh my
I
goodness!
think I'll switch your spot to the gym.
Switch it
so
around.
it's
Some people just they want to get signed up and they don't pay really
you
close
just click
attention
the
and
first
you
thing
hit
you
something.
see.
Yeah. So that's great. Less than 100.
Less than 100 left, so sign up.
And we're 3 weeks out.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Free food.
There you go. There you go. We'll have the offering baskets out there. Yeah. I've been pleasantly surprised. You got some sun, didn't you?
I did. That's why I'm glad I have long pants on today. It's amazing at my age that you forget how important sunscreen is.
At your age, yeah, like you're really up there. Yeah, well, you didn't.
Well,
you
I've
put
burned
sunscreen
enough in my life to know to put sunscreen on. I got it there, but apparently not there.
No, I wouldn't put it on the top of your arms either. The sun's never going to hit that. No. So you got to be wise like me.
All right, what were you going to say? You got distracted by my sunburn. What were you going to say about offering?
Oh, I've been thinking about all COVID and the things that we had to change and quit doing and all that, and I can't wait to get back to coming to the rail for communion. But I'm thinking about this whole idea of, we always, before we pass the offering plates or baskets and stuff like that, and I don't know whether I want to go back to that. We have the baskets by the doors, and people have been very generous with that, and so many people have shifted to online giving, and I think that's an easy way for everybody to do. I wish more people would do it, but I just think that idea of you want to put money in, and that's fine. If you don't, then God bless you. But, it's between you and the Lord. And there's something about that idea of passing the plates, that the plate comes to you, and it's like you're under the gun, and the usher's looking at you, and everybody else around you is looking at you, and under the pressure to do something. So, something other than thump the bottom of the plate. That doesn't work. So. But I don't know about that. I'm still praying about all that. But I'm thinking that maybe that's one of those things that we change and don't go back to. I mean, speaking about thumping the bottom of the plate, I forget who the person was, but I was in a restaurant somewhere, and a young lady that graduated from Thomas Sumter was waitressing at the place, and it came time we were about to leave, and all that, and she said, and I said, now you want us to leave you a tip, don't you? And she said, yeah, and I want to hear the sound of paper. The sound of paper. No, don't put the sound of paper. Sound of paper. You run into children all over, they're grown people, no, but you run into them all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a real blessing. Real blessing. They expect me to know who they are, but
that's a challenge.
I just have to give up on that.
You just politely say, now remind me.
Amen. Help me out. Help me out. I look the same, but they've all changed. They were this big.
Yeah, you've got more highlights for sure, but
they do or me do?
Actually, both. Actually, both.
Whoa.
Highlights are a universal thing.
Yes, they are. Comes with the territory.
All of us. That's right. So, well, the rest of your day, you've got shorts on, you're casual. You can work on. This is really a time where you ponder.
Yeah. I just started working on something. I was looking at that cedar tree behind me. I was thinking about being a little boy. I'll ponder that one.
So you might read about it later.
Yeah.
But it's a good time for you to connect with all the grandchildren
I love that too. And when you talk to them now, it's different than when you talked to them 15 years ago. Very different. So proud of all of them. All growing up. but very far advanced from where they once were when they first started coming.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? And hopefully we all are, right?
By God's grace.
Yeah.
By God's grace.
We're continuously growing and changing and
Are people
looking more
sign,
like our Savior.
Are people signing up yet for Vacation Bible School? Or that's not?
Oh, that's a good thing to kind of end with. We have Vacation Bible School this summer, but we're limiting the number just because of COVID, making sure we have enough volunteers in place and all of that. If your child attends Cross Kids Sunday School program, or if you're a member of the Church of the Cross, you can go ahead and sign up for Vacation Bible School. Then we're going to open it up to the public, so there'll be social media posts and all that. It'll be on the website for anybody who wants to sign up on June the 14th, so in a couple of weeks. So if you know somebody who has a child at the Church of the Cross, then you might want to let them know, hey, go ahead and sign up. And it's kindergarten through 4th grade, I believe.
You say you're limiting the number to, what are you limiting it to?
I don't want to speak out of turn. I think it's like 300.
And that's Mike Lamb's handling all that.
Mike Land's handling all that. So I'll put a little link with some information for you in the comments after we stop recording. And if you want to sign up, the link is not there. You have to email Mike Land, but I'll put her email address down there.
But it really is important, though, that all of us get into this, into the web page, get into this idea of signing up, making reservations for things, because it's a big church now, and we can't handle everybody all the time. You just can't open up the doors and come if you want to, and we'll feed you. That caterers and people like that don't work like that. And if you're having Vacation Bible School, all those crafts things and volunteers, you've got to make preparations to do a good program. You don't do good programs shooting from the hip. That just doesn't.
And that's a part of
work.
stewardship too. We want to be good stewards of our resources, and if we don't want to be throwing money away on food and supplies and things.
And that's another. If you sign up for don't sign up for the celebration if you're not going to come. If you're maybe, then don't sign up. Yeah, wait till you're sure, because otherwise, when we hit the number. We've hit the number, and then we got to close it, and nobody else can sign up. And if you've taken a place and you're a maybe, and then you don't show, then we've left some people out. The service that day will be streamed, though. So we know we can't have about 600.
And really good song list. That's a really good mix for everybody from all the different campuses coming together. Some very familiar hymns mixed in with contemporary. So it's truly more of a blended service. And communion.
Yeah, I'll be preaching. Jonathan will do communion. We'll say our prayers and have 6 different communion stations, so that'll go very smoothly, and then we'll be into the buffet. And we're going to start at 10:30, and the hope is from the service 10:30 to about 11:15, and then from 11:15 we'll go through the buffet lines. A lot of buffet places for you to go through the line, so we're going through. It'll be pretty quick, and we ought to be in a place where by noon people will be able to start leaving, so it won't blow your whole
We're
day.
not going to push you out.
No, but you ought to be able to, because once it'll be open-ended on the end of it, so once you've finished eating and fellowship and whatever, you can leave whenever you want to leave. It's not to be a formal closing to it. So.
All right, well, you enjoy the rest of your week, friends and church family, and we'll be back on this weekend. Pastor Jonathan's going to be preaching on the historic campus. I think I don't have it. I haven't looked because I actually took that yesterday off, but I think he's preaching on Psalm 23. I think he's starting his series on Summer in the Psalms this weekend at the historic campus. And
his title is Summer in the Psalms, and then the first one is My Shepherd.
So it's Psalm 23.
Yep.
What are you preaching?
10 pivotal words.
10 pivotal words.
John 14 verses 1 to 7. I am the way and the truth and the life. Got a few stories in there. Pretty good.
Very good. All right. Well, we'll see you this weekend. Registration is open for Historic Campus and the chapel. You do not have to register for CrossPoint, but the link is live for Historic and the chapel. Only a couple of weeks left of registration for that.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
20th is a celebration. 21st, all the take stuff comes off.
Amen. Looking
But
forward
until
to it.
then, we're registering now. Until then, we're registering.
Yeah. If you're interested in serving and haven't let us know yet, you can. I'll put email address in the comments so you can sign up to serve. We're looking for chalice bearers, crucifers, and several different
Tech people.
tech people. Always need tech people. Um, greeters and ushers. So if you are looking for a way to serve, then we will set you up for sure and get you plugged in
And that's just ways to serve in worship.
on Sunday,
Yeah,
Saturday,
there's
and
a
Sunday.
lot of other ways you can serve. So be watching for all that. It's going to be cranking up, fixing to take off. Watch that video.
Taking off. All right, now we're going to take off and you're going to go finish pondering. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord. Thanks be to God.
And all that we do, you know that God loves you. I love you too. See you when I see you.
God is watching.